Amanda Francis from The Real Housewife of Beverly Hills woke up and she chose to activate her delusion. Honestly, like she just said some things that I was like, what? Oh, girl. The girls are gonna have a field trip with her. The fans are gonna have a field trip with her. And I'm like, you cannot be this dumb. Anyways, we need to talk about it. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. A little disclaimer, I am driving right now, so if I am not looking at the camera, it's because a bitch is trying not to die. Am I right? So anyway, sit down, bring your coffee, bring your tea, and let's talk about this mess. Look, I believe that I have been an Amanda defender most of this season. You know, you have been watching my videos, and you know, I have been saying, look, Amanda is not as bad as, you know, I know many of you wanted to be, right? And I have been giving her props because without her, we literally wouldn't have the first half of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, we wouldn't have anything else to talk because, let's be honest, no one gives a fuck about Dorit's divorce. No one gives a fuck about Dorit's book, you know. And what else do we have there to discuss? You know, like on the first half at least, you know, like absolutely nothing, right? So I was like, look, without Amanda pressing these women, you know, and make them like go crazy, we wouldn't have a storyline, right? So anyways, I have been like an Amanda, you know, defender. You know, I was like, you guys are being too rough with her, you know, too harsh. Maybe her second season is going to be better, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm not defending her annoyingness because I understand that she's annoying, you know, and I understand that, you know, talking that much about manifestation is a little bit too much. I believe in manifestation. I practice manifestation. I practice a lot of like energetic things. If you have been with me for a while, you know that. But I am not the kind of person who is gonna be making that my entire personality, and I am not gonna be the kind of person who is constantly talking about it to absolutely everyone. I don't like that. I don't like people pushing their beliefs to other people, so I don't do it, right? Any type. That's why I don't mess with like fanatic Christians or like any of that shit, because it's like, do not push your belief down my throat, you know? So and that's, I understand the annoyingness of Amanda, because she's kind of like always pushing manifestation and rich as fuck, right? So anyways, I get it, right? But still, without her, no storyline. She just did an interview, especially now that we're talking a lot about jealousy, right? Amanda basically said on the show that Dorit Kemsley is jealous of her because she has money, she's beautiful, and she has a husband, and she's financially independent, and she did not outsource her finances to Amanda. Didn't work out. Which, by the way, great read, you know, like no lies detected. And I do believe that Amanda ate and left no crumbs, because that's exactly what Dorit is feeling. I mean, I am not gonna fight that, because that is entirely 100% true, right? Then Dorit claps back, you know, and she says, "Oh no, it's just that Amanda is so jealous of my looks." I'm like, girl. I mean, girl, you know, like, we all know that Dorit is living beyond her means. We all know that Dorit needs the coins, and love her or hate her, Amanda doesn't, right? But anyways, that's where I was okay until this latest interview where Amanda was just saying a bunch of things that did not make any sense. And I was like, oh my God, Amanda, what are you doing? Shut up, you know. And I just honestly wondering, did she not watch Real Housewives at all before she started the show, because that would be the most ignorant thing to do in the world. Like, I don't understand how any housewife will go into this without watching at least one season, without understanding what is this about, and without making any kind of like investigation of who are going to be my co-stars and how I'm going to be relating to them, you know. But anyways, the comment that everyone is talking about is, she went on and says that, you know, all of the ladies are giving her such a pushback because they are jealous of her, and because she is the first self-made Real Housewives, like in history. And I'm like, girl, oh no, she didn't. Oh no, she didn't. Okay? I get it. I get that you have money. I get that you are proud of your manifestation things, you know, and all of that. But don't come here diminishing other people's successes, okay? On the show, many of them have actually made real careers for themselves, you know. Love her or hate her, Kyle Richards, everything that she has is not only because of Mauricio. She has been working literally since she was a kid, okay? So all of the money that she has that is not coming from community property, whatever, you know, is hers. You know, she has made that her own money, right? Aside from Mauricio, you know, and aside of being a mother, you know, and a wife for like 30 years, right? So that one right there, I was like, girl, come on, you know. But you want to talk about, in general, Lisa Vanderpump is extremely self-made, okay? And look where she is right now, okay? We have had many housewives, not only on Beverly Hills, but in the whole franchise as a whole. Bethany Frankel, are you gonna tell me that Bethany Frankel is not self-made when we literally saw her selling cookies at a supermarket on the show? Girl, or was it cupcakes? I don't remember. She was selling some shit, you know. We have Vicky Gumbelson. Vicky Gumbelson is gonna hate. I mean, I think Vicky Gumbelson will hate Amanda, you know, because Vicky, the OG of the OC of the OGs, you know, is the most self-made person ever made, and she has made sure to let us know from the episode 1, season 1 of the Real Housewives of Orange County, you know. So we have many housewives that have been very successful on their own, that have not need a man, you know. And you don't need to diminish other people's life to make yours brighter, you know. And she should know that as a manifestation queen, right? So I was like, oh, Amanda, now I know what people are like, you know, why people are going so hard for you. It's because comments like this on a huge platform, not joking, like being for real, you know. And I'm like, ugh, you know. Look, again, I just like Amanda because she's pressing other women's buttons, and I'm here for the drama, you know. As a person, I don't think that I could be friends with someone like Amanda, especially if she's gonna be putting the manifestation things all the time. The way that I will scream to her, like, I get it, you know, I have read the books, I do the work, I do it, but stop talking about it, you know. Stop being annoying about it. You don't have to convince the world. Like, I get that you came from a cult, but you don't have to create your own cult, okay? You don't have to brainwash people to make them believe into manifestation. Manifestation is about, it's a pure energy, you know? So, like, either you do it or you don't, right? So, anyways, I'm dying to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, guys, I drop episodes of my podcast, Pop Smash by The Real Andy, every Saturday. I just dropped an episode. It's on my other YouTube channel. The link is down in the description below. Go subscribe, give it some love. And yeah, if you want to get all the tea related to The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.